Hi, my name is Dorche Harris. I am a 25-year-old single mother of two children, and I battle with depression and anxiety. I remember my first encounter whenever I tried to commit suicide. I was about 16, 17 years old. I had just had my son, and he's 9 today. I had just had my son, and me and his father wasn't really getting along. And like I was still in high school and just the pressures of being a teenager and also trying to take care of this baby that me and him created. And it really took a toll on me mentally. I kind of felt like, that I wasn't really worth anything, and that, there wasn't really anyone there for me during the time. And in that encounter, I had actually tried to overdose on some pills that my doctor had given me. Of course, it didn't work because obviously I'm still here. But that was my first encounter whenever I had tried to commit suicide. My second time was actually whenever I was 22. And it was just another one of those things where I wasn't really aware of my worth. I was feeling bad about myself. I didn't think I was pretty. I didn't think that anyone cared for me. Me and my ex-husband were kind of like, we were like really going through a rough spot. And I don't know, like I literally just like gave up. Like I can literally just feel like all of the emotion leaving my body. I felt dead inside, and I did not want to be alive anymore. So during that encounter, I had actually tried to jump off a ledge into a river. Like I said, obviously it didn't work because I'm still here. But it was, when I think back on it now, the reason why I tried to do those things is because I didn't really understand my worth. And I feel like that's kind of a thing that comes along with depression, because we don't want to be a burden on people. We want to talk, and we want to feel cared for and loved for, but we also don't want to feel like that we're a burden. And we're always like taking care of other people, and we don't really take care of ourselves, especially as a mother. We always put other people before us, especially our children. We really don't take care of ourselves. We really don't see how many people that are around us that really love us and want us to succeed and be happy. And we come to this point to where it's just like, well, why? Like, why bother? And during those 2 times, I didn't actually try to, seek out any help. I had some friends that I talked to like every now and again, but I didn't really talk to anyone about what was really going on. And that was the problem. I'm one of those people that I don't really express my emotions very well, and I don't really like talking. So whenever I do cry, or whenever I do feel like an overwhelm of emotion, that's when people really know that something's wrong with me. Because I pretty much just go about my day as though I'm completely fine. And that is something that I feel like a lot of people with depression and anxiety do, because we don't want to feel like that we're a burden on other people. But after my second attempt, I was actually put into a mental hospital for 2 weeks. And I would say it wasn't bad, but I didn't go there willingly. My family actually put me in. So during the first week, I was actually very reluctant to treatment. Like, I didn't want to go to any of the meetings. I didn't really want to talk to the psychologist. I didn't really want to do anything because I was mad and I was upset because I was put in here like against my will. But honestly, I needed it. And eventually I came around and I actually started participating, and I actually started listening to what they had to say. But even after I went to counseling, I had stopped going to counseling, I had stopped taking my medicine. I didn't want to deal with any of it. And I really just got to the point, I would say about a year after I was released from the mental hospital, where I really sat down with myself and I was like, look, Dorche, you really got to get yourself together. Not just for you, but for your kids. Because, your kids aren't going to be happy if you aren't happy. And your kids really need you to be there. Like, you are their mother. Um, so I really started making the attempts to actually go to counseling, actually started taking care of myself more, learning more about myself, figuring out who I am, where I wanted to go in life. I went through like a complete just overhaul of my life and where I wanted to be. And it really helped until I feel like you get stuck, like you kind of hit a wall where you feel like you're really doing everything that you can do, and you just, I don't know, like you get to the point to where it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? So that's like when I really started getting into counseling again, and I actually started taking medication, so that I can kind of get past that hump that I had got to. So really making friends, really like figuring out new hobbies. Like, as you can see, like the stuff that I have here on my wall, I really got into like crafting and just writing and reading and just, I don't know, like I wanted to try new things. I wanted to learn more about myself. I wanted to connect with myself more. And I would definitely say that the biggest thing that has helped for me is connecting with myself, learning more about me, learning more about what I liked and disliked, learning what I wanted and what I didn't want it. Kicking people out of my life that wasn't good for me. And to me, that also includes family. So there are even family members that I don't talk to anymore. But I would definitely say that just connecting with myself, really taking the time to connect with myself and check in with myself on the daily has really helped me to overcome my depression and anxiety. There are going to be days, but I know how to fight it in a more healthy way, and that's just where I am now. I still have a long way to go, but I know that I'm in a better headspace than I was 3 years ago, and my kids and my family can definitely see the change. And just having that support system, having that love, I know that I'm going to be okay. So I thank you guys for listening to my story, and I hope that it inspired you in some way.